I'm Stacy Nelson, the mom of Isabel and Phoebe Nelson, and the widow of Staff Sergeant William Bryan Nelson. Bryan and I met at Verona High School in our 10th grade year. He was the cutest boy I had ever seen. We dated off and on, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, went to junior and senior proms together. After high school, Bryan realized that to get his life on track and to be the man he wanted to be, he needed to join the Marine Corps. I was in college and he was busy climbing the ladder in the Marine Corps, learning everything he could. He was a very good mechanic. I would travel to Jacksonville when I could, when it permitted with my college schedule, and he would come to Richmond almost every chance he got. We were married on a gorgeous fall day, September 30th, my birthday, surrounded by all of our family and friends. Following our honeymoon, we moved to Jacksonville, settled into our home. I was working, and he was not deployed, so we did see a lot of each other. It was true married life.
Look at there.
Isabel was born at 8:46 Christmas night, surrounded again by our family and friends at St. Mary's Hospital in Richmond.
I guess we got a daddy's little girl.
Yeah.
Bryan was such an incredible dad. As great a dad as he was a husband. He was so loving. He adored her. There's probably not one photo where he's not holding her hand, playing with her. Isabel was hilarious. She was her daddy's girl. She looked like him. She was very loud, very confident. If you pulled a camera out, she had to be right in front of it.
I just think it's cool to think that we did spend all that time together in the 4 years that we had, and I'll always have those memories and pictures with me forever.
I found out that I was pregnant again, and I told Bryan that we were going to have another baby. He left for California the next day and then ended up in Yuma, Arizona. We didn't make a big deal out of it. We were always saying hi and bye. So we didn't know that was the last time we'd ever see each other.
Investigators now have the difficult task of piecing together exactly what happened to the aircraft.
But the Marine Corps will look into a variety of possible causes, from mechanical breakdown to environmental issues.
I just put Isabel to bed. I had gone to bed. Well, then I hear knocking on the door. So I go to the front door and I see my husband's best military friend's wife, hysterically crying on my doorstep, flanked by a chaplain and 2 officers. I don't even know if I cried right away. I think it was literally just shock, and all I could think was, don't wake up Isabel. I can't tell Isabel, please don't wake up Isabel. What do I say? The night before the crash, I had received a letter in the mail from Bryan. I read it, it was sweet, but I didn't keep it. I threw it in the trash can. I ran to the kitchen, went through the trash, found the letter, and pulled it out. It was the last words he ever wrote to me. The letter was a thank you note to me for loving him, for giving him a great life, for giving him a daughter and another child on the way. I wanted the funeral here in Richmond. I'll never forget. And just the people that came out, it was standing room only. People were outside the funeral home. The cemetery was packed. His best friends carried his coffin. So I knew I had to pick up the pieces. It was really tough. And then just dealing with the whole process of this is my life from now on. I gave birth to Phoebe October 10th of 2000. It was emotionally probably the hardest thing aside from burying him that I ever did. Phoebe was just like him too. She was very, very energetic. Never learned to walk, went from crawling to running. I see Bryan and the girls all the time. He was very athletic and very competitive. And Isabel and Phoebe are a lot like that. Isabel went to an all-girl high school. She was an AB honor roll student, year-round athlete, volunteered for her church as well as Special Olympics.
I don't really want to do things for myself. I like doing things for other people.
My brother's always been involved with Special Olympics ever since he was a child. He's mentally handicapped. And as Isabel got older and was at the age that she could participate, she started joining him on his teams.
I became a partner on my uncle's Special Olympics team, which is basically I'm like a volunteer. Everything I do with him somehow connects back to a story of my dad and a time that he had with him.
Isabel's senior year in high school was very hard emotionally. There were so many firsts and lasts that Brian wasn't there for. Her graduation, every ceremony, every last game. Her dad couldn't see any of this. He couldn't see what a wonderful student she was, what a great young lady she had turned out to be. And the only college she ever wanted to attend was Virginia Tech.
So I was very relieved when I got that acceptance letter.
I was freaking out in the beginning. I was very concerned. How do you make all this work? Because college is not just tuition. It's room and board. It's a bazillion fees. I came across the Children of Fallen Patriots.
She's the definition of supermom. So she just told me like, hey, I found this awesome organization. And now all of a sudden they're doing all this stuff for me, which is just incredible.
The financial assistance takes a huge burden off of me.
All those things after tuition, the meal plan, my books.
They were contacting me to ask how they could help if they did not hear from us. Children of Fallen Patriots has even gone so far as to provide financial assistance for Phoebe to assist her with SAT prep courses. Her SAT score increased by 300 points. They not only help your child with college tuition money and expenses, but they also honor their family member that's passed.
Get involved in more things, you'll be seeing your parent within you and you'll want to do those things to honor your parent.
Isabel's dream is to work for Special Olympics. She has such a passion and empathy to help others. It's with immense gratitude that I would like to thank the Children of Fallen Patriots Foundation
For everything that you've done for me, I'm so grateful.
And we are fortunate to have family and friends here. They just genuinely care.